My name is Crypto Bitcoin Chris. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please go ahead, smash the like button. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is all entirely my opinion. Always do your own research. Jumping right into the markets, I want to give a quick shout out to people that have picked up the Ledger Nano S hardware wallet. Links in the description from the factory. Supports the channel. Thank you very much. Also, I've got a patron that I was helping out, working on hardware wallet and some wallet issues. Gentleman Rex Neasley reached out to me the other day via email, and I actually, ironically, was on his YouTube channel learning, just some odd questions about Ledger Nano S that I needed answered. He's got a lot of how-to videos, so I just definitely want to give the crypto dad a shout out. Great to talk to him. Let's talk about the markets. Bitcoin at about 76.45. Today there's a bunch of red, not a whole lot. Everything's basically going sideways. So just to look at these top gainers, notice you got BBOX token up about 8%. It was actually up a little bit more than that. So you got BBOX token. I started talking about it when it was $1. It's $1.59, 59% increase. Verge up a little bit. Also Decred, Sia Coin, Digibyte is up 5% when most of the market's down. So that's good. So Bitcoin, bit of a head and shoulders formation. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Bitcoin really needs to hold above the 100 and 200 period moving averages, these yellow and red lines. So hopefully it holds and we can move higher. This is an article. Bitcoin ETF may come soon as a prominent firms collaborate. So Van Eck and SolidX, two prominent firms in the digital asset space, they've agreed to collaborate in launching a Bitcoin exchange traded fund. Both companies have previously tried to launch a Bitcoin ETF offering but failed to receive regulatory clearance. So these corporations, they've entered into a partnership to list physically backed Bitcoin ETFs. Van Eck will be responsible for the marketing services function, while SolidX will handle the ETF sponsorship. So the application was filed with the SEC on June the 5th. In the past, the SEC has asked some firms to withdraw their Bitcoin ETF applications while indefinitely delaying the approval of others. So really, we need the SEC to really further advance. Basically, in order to move forward, the SEC has to act right. It's that simple. Like, come on, man, you're slowing us down. Critic. So there's a lot of criticism right now with EOS, and so I kind of have to take both sides of the story. There's a lot going on. They're trying to get mainnet launched. It's a community mainnet launch, so it's a lot different than typical mainnet launches. So this critic says, by agreeing to print 19,000 extra tokens, EOS.io, they're violating their constitution. So basically, EOS has had still gaining 16% this week, but the EOS mainnet launch delay is only not only a technical but a protocol and trust issue. From my understanding and what online commentators say, the decision by block producers to print an additional 19,000 EOS tokens to address random access memory issue and booting the blockchain is invalid because, as the protocol dictates, there should be a finite amount of tokens in circulation. So their decision shows how powerful they are because they would apparently be changing the constitution while bugs continue to be found. Then from the trust angle, the reason why there is a no-go vote is simply because of the EOS blockchain protocol that dictates 15% of EOS coin owners should at least vote for one appointed block producer, who in turn would take the custody of the network before everything else is resolved. So if should APB, the appointed block producer, go AWOL, would result in key sharing, then we would have a fork on the EOS.io 80-hour-old blockchain. So again, there's a lot up in the air. And again, this is article's, critical. Obviously, it stated that in the beginning. So just kind of have to, the goal here is just really let everybody know both sides of the story. So this is more FUD, you could call it. You've got a lot of things being talked about. This person's like, I can't believe all this name calling in this sub. This is Reddit EOS sub. So I can't believe all this name calling. There's all this FUD and FUDsters. And basically the person says, if you're not a developer contributing to the code or the launch efforts directly, then you're mouthing off and you're the problem. You don't get a say. You don't get to whine. You're in it for the ride. So let the people know what's going on. People that know what's going on, let them handle this. Launch smoothly without any extra drama. While I was recording, I had a patron hit me up and say, they're actually live talking about it right now on YouTube. So look forward to seeing what they said. This is a, we'll call it a meme, basically talking about EOS. States, direction is so much more important than speed. Many are going nowhere fast. This is from EOS Italy, official, first official community. Kind of insinuating like, hey, we're going to take our time, we're going to do a good job, we have a direction to go. So that's fair. VeChain Thor public testnet released. That's big news. A lot of people are, congrats VeChain, a lot of people are happy. So again, big developments for VeChain Thor. Canada closes doors to crypto mining. So Canada's Quebec province has halted all licenses for new currency mining projects while it reviews their power usage and fees. It has further ordered its state-owned power generator Hydro-Quebec to limit the total power available to all existing digital currency miners to a block of 500 megawatts. This is a fraction of the 17,000 megawatts in capacity requested so far by miners looking to operate in Quebec. So regulators are going to target companies which can offer the region the most profitable economic advantages, including investments and local job creation. So again, I really feel like solar power is going to kind of change it. These proof of work crypto coins obviously use a ton of power, so I think solar power is the way to go there. This is an article about Monero, which kind of hits home for me because I've been helping a patron kind of deal with some Monero issues. So Monero's desktop app is ready for release, updated version 1.0.0. On June the 8th, Monero came up with its new JavaScript version 1.0.0 of MyMonero, the website. Monero is one of the leading cryptocurrencies designed to build an anonymous and censorship-resistant transaction platform. Means there's no third-party interference. And it goes down to list all the new features of the version, desktop upgrades, updated Max UI to view the amount estimate, different upgrades. So again, this is much needed. Monero, actually, most wallets are a little bit difficult to use for the average new user coming into the space. So always good to see updates. Don't use the Lumi wallet. This is RBTC, Reddit, Bitcoin. So don't use the Lumi wallet. Daniel S. from BRD Wallet discovered the mnemonic phrase is sent to Lumi's servers. So again, yeah, you don't want anything, you don't want your phrase sent to any servers, that's for sure. Huge Bitcoin whale with 94,947 Bitcoin. He transferred crypto onto an exchange, rattling a lot of nerves. So a massive Bitcoin whale has close to 94,000 BTC. He moved it to an exchange, Huobi, triggering fears of an impending sell-off. In total, the trader's trove of Bitcoin is worth more than $717 million. The trader moved 8,000 from the address listed to Huobi in 2 transactions. The address remains one of the richest in all of crypto, according to BitInfo charts. It kind of reminds me of the whole Mt. Gox situation. It's like we get to these lows, people start moving large amounts around. Obviously, people take notice. They don't want a huge sell-off. And this is the kind of stuff that makes Bitcoin break lower when it's obviously if someone to dump a massive amount of Bitcoin right now. So this is an article, another lawsuit against XRP. It's claiming XRP is a security. So Ripple, they're named in this lawsuit. Essentially, they're stating that the allegation that XRP token is a security controlled by Ripple. And they received some damages based on this. So, and here's something that I kind of agree with to some extent because it's just how it's playing out. Even though Ripple's promising like, hey, yeah, we're going to use XRP, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. I feel like Ripple's getting all the glory here. So this states XRP, despite its name as a token, is actually a security under California law. I'm not talking about specifically this part, but in particular, Ripple uses the funds it raised from the sale of XRP to fund its business ventures. This I believe in. You know, I really feel like Ripple benefited off the sale of XRP more than XRP benefited from it, you know, if that makes sense. So the company indiscriminately offers XRP for sale to the public at large. Plaintiffs in the case are effectively powerless to control the success of Ripple and XRP. So the plaintiff and its class members' investment is substantially at risk and is without any named security. And if you own XRP, you probably feel similar because XRP was, there's tons of great things going on, but most of it's directed at Ripple. It's hard to tell in a lot of these, and I've talked about this numerous times, it's really hard to tell what's going on with XRP because everybody calls it Ripple. And in fact, most of the glory is going to Ripple. So I really feel like, you know, and the CEO of Ripple has talked about all these big partnerships. And so I look forward to those playing out and everybody with XRP making a ton of money, more money than they know what to do with. That's not, you know, the goal here is just to see everybody make some money. However, the suit continues. The investors lost money. They have the potential to continue losing money because XRP owners cannot control Ripple. Possibly some truth to it. So again, just I see articles like this and it just kind of, I really feel like Ripple may have taken advantage of the XRP token sale. So South Korean crypto exchange Bithumb cleared by the government. I read this and I'm like, man, I remember it was the end of the world. Crypto's crashing, Bitcoin's coming down. All this FUD comes out about the South Korean crypto exchange. Now they're cleared by the government. After a 3-month-long investigation, the South Korean government finds no evidence of wrongdoing at the Bithumb crypto exchange. This is from local media. So the government, which described the investigation as an intense, extensive, mounted a search and seizure operation on the exchange's headquarters. They took computer files, devices, information required in order to run a full audit of the exchange's dealings. So while the government found no evidence of illegal activities, tax evasion, or suspicious business practices, Bithumb was ordered to pay 30 billion won, approximately $28 million in taxes. And that's it. All these governments wants is their piece of the pie. You know, you got to pay the piper. Cryptocurrency will become a $20 trillion market. Billionaire bull Mike Novogratz. So Mike Novogratz, he's a billionaire investor. He's a former Goldman Sachs and Fortress trader. He's basically thinks the cryptocurrency market is moving to the $20 trillion region. $20 trillion. Let me get to $10,000 Bitcoin. Let's talk about that. January bubble wasn't really a bubble. Listen, everybody, you know, and there's a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers do this. Like you cannot, you know, it's all rainbows and sunshine, you know, 3 years from now. But if you concentrate on these $20 trillion market caps, you're going to make trades today that make you think, well, if I put it in now, it's going to be like you can't look where we're at now. We went from 20,000 to 7,000. Like you can't take for granted where you put these trades in. Like it's I believe there's a little bit of fluff involved in crypto that kind of makes everything all just happy-go-lucky, and it shouldn't be like that. Eventually, Novogratz stated that the cryptocurrency market will rebound for its major correction in mid-2018 and surpassed previous all-time highs to reach $20 trillion market valuation, which is going to take some time. Yeah, cryptocurrency is going to be amazing, but it's going to take a lot of time. At its peak, most of us at YouTube, watching it, making videos, most of us are checking the markets constantly, so we want to know what's going to happen sooner than later. It's great. Yeah, there's going to be, assuming nothing comes along better, cryptocurrency is going to be amazing, but there's so many factors at play. At its peak, the cryptocurrency market was valued at around $900 billion. A $20 trillion valuation required a 20-fold increase from its previous all-time high. Yeah, I'm ready for a 20x portfolio. I'm ready to see that. Those are good numbers. Zilliqa gets another big listing on ZebPay. Spree is to continue. Very bullish on Zilliqa for this month. Aunt and Zilliqa, big months. Big month for both of those. Bitcoin's biggest mining pool operator did more than $2.5 billion in revenue last year. Man, I'm in the wrong business. We need to start mining. According to a Bloomberg report, mining cooperative Bitmain, which is an approximately 80% share of the industry, generated more than $2.5 billion in revenue last year. That figure is less than $3 billion to $4 billion estimate for the company's revenue put forward by the Bernstein Research this past February. So definitely tons of money in mining, obviously overhead too, but power costs. Walton Chain looks to revolutionize the fashion industry with newest child chain. It's called Fashion Chain, moving the centralized fashion industry to a decentralized e-commerce platform makes mass adoption one step closer. So keep an eye out for Fashion Chain. Oh, let's see. This is Oyster. Talks about our next phase. So essentially, they're going to move to a new phase of the project. They're graduating from the conceptual early development roots to a post-launch project, which allows us to execute on the following focus areas. So they got some exchange listing coming up. We're in fairly late stage discussions with multiple exchanges in top 10 and many more in the top 30 on a volume basis. So needless to say, there will be many more exchange listing announcements on the horizon. Localization in Japan, China, and South Korea. So we're going to help support exchange listing and community growth initiatives. We're in the process of engaging a well-regarded localization services to help us create content and build out our community in Japan, China, and South Korea. Marketing, very important in crypto, huge. We will be engaging with a wide variety of content creators and will be proactively building out broader market awareness for Oyster. They're also going to do more conferences, public appearance. Again, marketing, what the public thinks of your coin, definitely plays a huge role. Ontology launches a new venture partner, a step towards expansion. So Ontology is basically at a stage that reported the launch of Ontology Global Capital, where OGC will submit itself to supporting blockchain innovation and blockchain industry ecosystems globally, accelerating industry participation, application rollout, and welcoming exceptional projects to connect with OGC. So again, all these partnerships are huge. Get as many as you can. Eventually they'll pay off. Keep building partnerships. BBVA to migrate to Ethereum-based educational platform soon. What is BBVA? That is basically a bank. It announced yesterday that the launch of its campus wallet platform, a token-based training system, which will run on the Ethereum blockchain soon. So they're one of the leading banks in Spanish-speaking countries, the second most important bank of Spain. Basically, they were quoted as saying, the next step of this project is to take a leap into the Ethereum network. BBVA is preparing a trial for this platform so that all token exchanges will be publicly registered and the tokenomics defined in smart contracts. This entails a very important step in BBVA's first-hand experience with the potential related to public blockchain networks. Twitter, I posted this on Twitter. Some of these graphics I find are pretty helpful. This is an unbiased comparison of platforms. Again, it gives you a breakdown. You want to know about Neblio, Knowles, Lambda, Neo, Waves, Lisk, EOS, Qtum, Icon, Arc, Stratus, Wanchain, Aeon, and Komodo. Again, a ton of big names here. You know, if you want to see how they all compare, this is CryptoBTC_Chris on Twitter. It's posted. I believe I posted it today. So again, my name is Crypto Bitcoin Chris. Like I said, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below and hit that bell for email notifications. You'll receive email every time I upload new content to YouTube. You guys are amazing. Have a great night.